Lakeshore. James?
Thank you very much. Look, let me just say first, I'm so proud to be here. I'm grateful for the invitation. I want to say thank you to the Canadian Polish Congress. I want to say thank you to its leadership. I want to say thank you to all its membership, Your Excellency, Consul General, members of Parliament, colleagues from the House of Commons, provincial legislature. We stand here united today. And we stand here united for the very reasons that His Excellency summarized in the letter. And that's because this community brings us together here, not just in Toronto, not just in Etobicoke, where I'm from and Christine's from, but from across Canada. So I'm here very proudly today bringing greetings on behalf of the Prime Minister, on behalf of the Government of Canada, and I'll go out on a limb because my colleague from the opposition, Garnet Genis, is here on behalf of the Parliament of Canada, because we do stand together today with the Polish community. So thank you for all of that. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about, now I should say the reason I'm dressed like this is I'm reflecting on last year. I think when I was leaving my house, I remembered it was cold and it was rainy. So I was thinking I should be prepared for that. But I remember last year too, the crowd was not at all discouraged because it was every bit as big as it is today. So that's a testament to the community as well. But this is the first ever Polish Heritage Month in Canada. And the genesis of that, as the ambassador also said, comes from the community. I had weekly conversations almost with my own community. I see Ted Opitz over there and Chris Corwin-Kaczynski, who's our parade marshal, both from Etobicoke, about how important this is to Polish Canadians across the country. And with Peter Fonseca, my colleague, who is the one of our leaders in our caucus, our Polish Canadian Friendship Group caucus, we got together, we put the motion on the floor of the House of Commons, and it was passed unanimously. So this year, next year, and every year thereafter is going to be Polish Heritage Month in Canada, and we should all celebrate that. I'm proud of it personally, and this is not really a political thing for me, because I was born in northwestern Ontario in a place called Thunder Bay. I moved to Etobicoke when I was a young man. I'll mention Christine Hogarth again because we followed the same path. We represent Etobicoke Lakeshore. We actually grew up on the same street in Thunder Bay at different times in our lives, ironically enough. But both of those communities share many things in common. One of them is large, vibrant, enthusiastic Polish community. So it's been a part of my life since the day I was born. So this was a personal quest for me and something I'm very proud to be part of. So thank you everybody very much. Happy Polish Heritage Month. Dzień dobry.
Thank you, James. And now on behalf of the Leader of His Majesty's Loyal Opposition, I'd like to invite my friend MP Garnet Genis, the MP for Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan.
Well, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here and be able to bring greetings on behalf of Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. I should say Dominic Rozak and I, thank you. I should say Dominic Rozak and I studied at Carleton together. He was studying. I won't tell you what I was up to, but it's great to see him again and great to see all of you again. And I see a number of former Conservative MPs are here with us. Ted Opitz, and I think I see Vladislav over there. Great to know. You're great to see all of you again. Now I live in Alberta, but I come to Toronto often, and when I do, I like to go to Mass at St. Maximilian Kolbe, just a beautiful Polish church in Mississauga. And thank you. When I was thinking about Polish heritage, I was reflecting on that beautiful image on the wall of the two famous Polish saints from the 20th century, St. Maximilian Kolbe and St. John Paul II. And I think that that beautiful image really captures the core elements of Polish heritage, Polish history. The heroic, courageous, tragic martyrdom, the sacrificial love of St. Maximilian Kolbe, and also the resilience, victory, and courage in the face of totalitarianism represented by St. John Paul II. This is the story of Polish history, of Polish heritage. A lot of tragedy, a lot of pain, a lot of martyrdom, but also heroic, resilience, a steadfast commitment to truth and justice and to prevailing in the face of the worst totalitarianisms of human history. And through it all, the Polish story has been one of faith, of family, and of freedom, of devotion to faith that has been sustaining throughout centuries of external oppression, love of family, and the unrelenting pursuit of freedom. Faith, family, and freedom. These are conservative ideals. These are Canadian ideals. And I think you understand, as was said earlier, in particular, the fragility of freedom. That we cannot take our freedom for granted, here or anywhere else in the world. And with that, I want to read a brief greeting from our leader, Mr. Poilievre. He says, on behalf of Canada's common sense Conservatives, I want to send my best wishes to everyone at the Canadian Polish Congress as you celebrate the first ever Polish Heritage Month in Canada. For generations, Canadians of Polish descent have given so much to our country. Their achievements stand as a powerful testament to the amazing spirit of Polish Canadians as they continue to draw on the strength of their heritage and community. It is this same strength and love of freedom that led to the May 3rd Constitution of 1791, one of the most historic and foundational documents in world democracy. I know that many of you are also honoring its anniversary today and will continue to look to it as a symbol of freedom and national pride for many years to come. Here at home, I know that you will continue to champion this spirit of freedom as we work to restore the Canadian promise and inspire generations of Poles to choose Canada as their new permanent home. By working with organizations like yours, we will bring home the country we know and love, a place where people from all backgrounds and walks of life can build a life and thrive here in the greatest country on earth. Happy Polish Heritage Month.
All right, thank you to our federal representatives. And now we have a couple provincial representatives as well. So first, on behalf of the Government of Ontario, I'd like to invite MPP Christine Hogarth, who represents Etobicoke Lakeshore, to the microphone.
Well, thank you, everyone, and it's an honor to stand and share the stage with these amazing people, but standing on the stage and looking at the flag, it just gives us a sense of warmth and the reason why we do things like this. You know, it is an important day to have. Today is the one day of this month-long celebration, and this is actually the third Polish History Month in Ontario. So I think that, so the province was on it first, but I have, when ideas come to mind, it's not really just the politicians that have these concepts or ideas or private members bill, which I was honored to bring forward the motion back in 2021. But it was through the lobbying efforts that I know was mentioned in some of the letters that came from the government of Poland. But there's two gentlemen that stand out in the crowd here that I'd like to thank, and we should all applaud. Chris Korzynski, who is our parade marshal, and Ted Opitz, our former MP from Etobicoke Centre. You know, without their support and their lobbying and their support for me to make sure we got this motion passed unanimously in the Ontario Parliament, you know, is a testament to their passion for the Polish heritage and for what people need to learn about history. And so we can see your beautiful flag wave throughout our province for the entire month of May. So congratulations to both gentlemen for your help, and with my deepest thanks for helping me make that pass through the legislature. You know, Ontario holds a special place in the celebration, as we'll know, and Renfrew County was Canada's first Polish-Canadian settlement that took its roots in 1864. And today, more than 461,000 Polish Canadians call our beautiful Ontario home. In Ontario, and indeed across Canada, Polish Canadians have played a pivotal role in every sector of our society. From their bravery in military service to the innovations in science and technology and their contributions to Canada's multicultural mosaic through arts and community service, their impact is profound and it is enduring. Today, while we are celebrating them, we are also celebrating everyday heroes amongst 1 million Canadians of Polish descent. And I want to thank each and every one of you for bringing your rich traditions, your unwavering work ethic, your vibrant culture to enhance our communities. Polish history, marked by its spirit of resilience and its struggles for freedom and sovereignty, resonates deeply with the values that Canadians hold dear. In February, while attending an event commemorating the 84th anniversary of the deportation of Poles in Siberia during the Second World War, I was reminded of the many hardships the community had endured to uphold democratic values. The stories of Polish people defending their identity and liberty through the most challenging times have inspired me personally, and this is the month for all Canadians to learn more about it and be reminded of our duty to stand up for democracy. Now, more than ever, we need to contribute and to continue to build on the contributions of all cultures to create a more inclusive, dynamic Canada. Let us move forward with some of the courage and convictions that have characterized the Polish people throughout history. It was my greatest honor to bring forward a private member's bill and to have it passed to create the month of May as Polish Heritage Month. And to all Polish Canadians, thank you for keeping your heritage alive and for contributing so richly to the Canadian story. Long live Poland, and let's make this celebration a memorable one. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. And now on behalf of the official